Another one.
Social anxiety. I've been in QA for a while, 8 years, but I feel like I have some social anxiety at work. I'm not sure why it occurs. It could be performance anxiety. Maybe that fear of not finding bugs. I have worked in companies that focus on bug quotas. Also, might be fear of doing the task wrong and feeling that I'll get the blame if the task wasn't done. I feel it could be the work environment and also performance anxiety. I tend to get good performance reviews. I feel it could be imposter syndrome where I've done the interview well and having a fear that I won't be able to do the role, which tends not to be true. Okay, so that is a very, very good question. I think that as QA, right, we feel that all of the burden is on us, right? And that if the software doesn't work, we're like, oh my goodness, I missed something. I'm an idiot. How could we feel like
Stupid.
right? But rest assured, not the Java library to test APIs, but rest assured that that is not the case, right? Bugs will always make it into production. You want to try to prevent the obvious bugs, right? But it's inevitable, right? And then when the bugs make it into production, we fix it. We do a debrief on what happened. You know, some call it postmortem, some call it root cause analysis. It depends on what it is, right? And then you have to go and fix it, right? Like this past couple of weeks, we've been having to deal with some production issues, and we fix it, you own it, and you go on from there. You find out what you did wrong, but everything does not fall on you, right? There are so many different levels of testing. There's code reviews, there's unit tests, there's integration tests, there's component tests, there's automation tests, there's API tests, there's UI tests, right? There's some manual testing that you do. You're checking different environments and everything like that. And still, bugs will still make it into production, right? So many different layers. Why wasn't it caught during code review? Why wasn't it caught during unit tests? Why wasn't it caught during component testing? Why wasn't it caught during integration testing? Why did the API go through, right? So many different things, so many different stuff that we don't always see, you know? So the onus is not all on you. The social anxiety or the performance anxiety, here's it, like most people who are in IT, I would say, especially on our side of IT, like the software engineers, the front end developers, the cybersecurity folks, the QA engineers, probably introverted, right? Probably introverted. So it's hard for you to like speak in front of people and all that. Because believe it or not, I am super introverted, right? But I also know how to perform, right? Because you need to market yourself, and you need to show like, okay, I know my stuff. And you don't only come out when there is bad stuff happening. You also have to celebrate the good, right? If you did something good, make it known. You created some automation tests that are preventing issues, preventing bugs, that are regression testing and stuff like that. Make it known. That's what sprint reviews are for. Let your stakeholders know this is how we are assuring the quality of the product. And this is, so then when something does happen, they already know, like, oh yeah, they have all these checks in place. Things happen. But if you don't say anything, like, what the hell are they doing over there, right? I told you a story a while ago where at a job that I had a few jobs ago, and I was new to the company, not too familiar how it goes, and new to API testing, and I didn't know about testing certain type of ways, and something broke in production, and one of the customer what is their name? Customer success managers, right? Comes like, oh, I thought this was tested. What the hell are you guys doing over here? And I was like, oh, taken aback. But I'm like, okay, cool. I got it, right? And we made things work, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, like, you have to perform. You have to put your introvertedness aside and share, be involved in, and then be involved in all of the Scrum ceremonies, right? Asking questions during story refinements, right? Asking, okay, how do you envision us testing this? Oh, did you consider this? Did you consider that? Give opinions on the product that you're building, because all of that matters, right? And then that's going to take you out of your shell of that social anxiety, because when you believe that you're contributing to the product, then you are more a part of it. But if you just like sit back and wait and you're like, oh, I'm just here to click a few buttons and just test and test and test. Nope, that's why you're going to feel that social anxiety, and that's why you're going to feel all the pressure. But when you come out early in the project and you make everyone a part of QA, a part of the quality of the product that you're building, you put ownership on everybody. You might be responsible, right? The owner of quality, but that is your job to make everyone be a part of quality and everyone to be quality minded. And that's what we call shifting to the left. And I guarantee you, the more vocal you are, the more involved you are, that is going to dramatically reduce your social anxiety, your performance anxiety, your imposter syndrome, because you are not an imposter. You just play one in your role because you are not vocal enough. And you continue to get great performance reviews, right? So don't be afraid of making mistakes. You own it and you fix it, right? That's what postmortems are for. That's what root cause analysis are for. And about the bug bounty thing, right? Make your voice heard that is not the proper practice in an agile environment. Our goal is to reduce bugs before they even happen. Like, we catch them early because we do not want bugs. We want to go to market. We want to provide value to the customer. That is our only goal, providing value to the customer, right? And the way that we do that is by not allowing bugs to be, like, we don't do bug bounties, right? We do great software. We catch things early during development, and we share with the developers our thoughts and our ideas, what we see are the risks, so that they can take that into consideration while they're developing, so that we don't have to go back and forth trying to fix bugs. We go straight to market. All right?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.